What's up, guys? Killer back here with another Empires of Puzzle videos, and I haven't done one of these videos in a while, but it's Farholme Pass. So Farholme Pass is out. I got on this video the chart of the schedule of how it goes, and since it starts with Farholme Pass, I figured I'd go ahead and make this, and you guys have this video for the chart. So Farholme Pass is first. Next will be the Desert for the darts, Merlovia for the turban, to whatever. I can't get it out. The purple 4-star essential material. Then we got Farholme Pass again for the Damascus blade. Who needs those? Because we have 50. No, I'm joking. I have 10 though. And then we have Mount Umber for the rings. We have the Shriek Woods for the toxins. Then we have the Frost March for the scope, which we just recently had the Frost March. I've got this information from one of my guys off Discord. This is probably in my Discord. And you see at the bottom where it breaks it down. Easy, medium. I don't know what CHAL is abbreviated for. I guess that's like charlatan. I'm going to go with that. I'm just going to make something up. It's going to stand for charlatan, even though there's no R after the A, but whatever, charlatan. And then, the next one's hard and then very hard. And so I'm going to go through this. I'm actually going to try to figure out how to get energy without using gems. So that ought to be interesting. We'll see how it goes. I got, I'm trying to think, 36, 8, 12, 24. So we'll have like an extra 6 or something left over, which is probably going to be jacked up, but I might have to use a ticket to figure this out. But we'll figure it out. And then very hard's 20 energy, so I have to re-up again for that. But the point is that you guys also have a chart as to what's going to be on there. So like for the Farholme passes, it's yellow, red, and green for all of the boards, and then for the ones that are specific to elements, it's just that element on the board. So the being yellow, red, and green, you can run your team. How are you gonna run your team? Time for dramatic reading. This remote mountain pass serves as a main transport route for the armies for evil. We can slow down their operations with a surprise strike here. Look at Evelyn looking aggressive. So there it is. You can see the breakdown of everything. And then, oh, it says challenging. Ah, that's where it's called for challenging, not charlatan, because clearly there was no R there. It sounds for challenging. I've never seen this before. I've never really paid that much attention to it, I think, before now. This is the first time I'm actually paying attention and seeing that it says challenging. That's interesting. So for easy, I'm gonna make a team up. We're gonna make a team up. I think what we'll do is we'll focus on actually showcasing some of the benefits of this team right here, because a lot of people have had questions about Margaret and Inari stacking, and do they stack if they don't stack or whatever not. But I'm gonna put them together. I'm gonna keep them together. And then what we'll do is we'll run my boy here, and then we'll run, I think we're going to go with Hale, and maybe we'll go with, maybe we'll run Panther. We'll run a kind of odd team, even though none of these are opposites except the yellow, because it's green, red, and yellow, but I'm running only purple for the opposite. But everybody wants to see what happens with Margaret and Inari and how they stack up and stuff like that. They're going to be pretty much useless until the boss fight, but for the most part, we'll see how it goes. I like that. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with these items. I'm going to get rid of the arrows. I stopped making arrows recently. I'm sorry. Shout out to Aaron Arrows. Because arrows use some type of steel that you need to make tornadoes. Give me a second and I'll tell you what it is. I can't remember what it's called. Thank you, Justice. Right here. This is why I stopped making arrows. I stopped making arrows because of how much, what is that called? Crude iron. There we go. Crude iron it takes to make tornadoes. I've been making so many arrows, and I'm wondering why I can't make tornadoes. Because I've been killing my crude iron sources. So now I only make axes, and I bring axes along. So Axes is the new one I use. We'll rock with this team. We got the team. Don't we got the team? Yeah, we got the team. It's a little weird team, but we'll take it. We'll see what happens. 380s and 270s, and we could have used the blue, but it's all good. It's all good. Green, yellow, and purple are our colors, which is really weird for me because I've always run reds, but I think I've been killing my reds. So like you can see right now, what happens is Inari and Margaret, you see the two dots right there, and this is what we're talking about. So like you see the double stack. So what people are saying is they don't stack because of what they do differently. So what I'm saying is they do stack because of the dodge. And what I mean by that is that Margaret has a 20 to 90% chance to dodge based off the attack. So based off if like for instance June I've seen her usually the sniper she dodges almost every time. Sometimes with the all damage she doesn't dodge as much. Inari has a 47% or 56 or 56% chance to dodge anything. So what they're saying is that it doesn't stack because it's not giving the same, it's not adding those percentages together. What I'm saying is it stacks because it gives you two type of buffs. So I had to clear that up. So you have two buffs that are available to dodge. So now you have Inari's dodge and you have Margaret's dodge ready to go. And that's what people are saying, and that's why people were saying they didn't stack. And I think it kind of is a stack because two you have two chances to dodge. Not to mention these chicks are both rogues. So like with them being rogues, you also have up to level 7 will give them up to 12% chance to dodge. And I'm saying right here 12. Yeah, 12 at tier 12, that'll give them another 12% chance to dodge. So with Inari and Margaret having a 12% on top of their natural or after their specials go off, like you're getting to the point where it's almost 100% chance to dodge with both of them on. And some people say that's not true, but like realistically, I think it's going to be true. Like it's going to be like eventually it's going to become a reality because like the further you go down the tree for them, like if you maxed out both of their rogues, I think you'd end up with almost like a 24, maybe even a 30% chance to dodge. No, that's not a good number. Hold on, 28, maybe a 28% chance to dodge. I think it is. I don't know how far the tier goes down for that, but that's a lot. That's a lot of dodge. That's a lot of dodge going off right there. So. Um, it just seems to me like what happens is people get caught up in the meta of not having things work exactly like mushed together, and that's just not. I don't think that's a great way of doing it. What you got to look at is the opportunity of the chance to dodge versus the chance you didn't have before. Dodge is a completely new. Once Inari came out, Dodge was brand new. She was the only Dodge character you had. Now you've got Margaret, well, two Dodge people, and you can talk to some of the higher end players and like higher end raiders, like how much Inari is a annoying, and then b how much it has changed their game with offense. They're both really honestly defensive class of hero. So, and what I mean by that is when Inari goes off, everybody's at a 50% chance to dodge the special. Okay, so then when Margaret goes off, it's a 20 to 90% chance of special dodge. So what happens is because she goes off so fast, it gives you more opportunity to get that dodge going. Um, Margaret is probably the second tier of them. Like I would say she's the poor person's dodge. Like in other words, like I say the poor person's I don't know, like for instance, Proteus is the poor man's Hell, so Margaret would be the poor man's Inari. But both of them together, it's just I just think that's much better situation. It's up in the air. I think personally they're both offensively. If you had both of them on your team, you might not need to run a tank. So like for instance, you could probably run 3 snipers with both of them on your team. Maybe split them up. Maybe run Margaret in the middle, run Inari to a corner. Inari is definitely a wing. You could run her as a flank. I've seen people run her as a flank. I think she's a tad bit squishy for flank. Now, if you have some rogue talents into her, makes more sense. if you have some, if you have some, what's the words I'm looking for? If you have, maybe her with somebody who can cover some of the damage for her, like maybe a gear next to her, I think that's probably a good move. Let's see if we can't get this going. I don't think we'll see the Fox Demon or Margaret even work up until we get to a higher end boss, to be honest with you. And see, that's funny. They didn't mention blue. So I guess that flag means rainbow because I think I've seen just about everything except purple so far. So maybe it's rainbow on. Let's see. See? So Nari made everybody dodge. Because you can see Inari's work because they have the minion. Okay? Now, if Margaret's dodge would have worked, you'd have seen the mana go off. But she just jumped off. So Margaret's dodge, and I thought she got hit. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna have to revisit this video. I don't know if Panther got hit or if Panther dodged because her mana went. Because I don't think she had the special prior to him going off. I could be wrong though. I'll have to go back to footage and run that. So when somebody timestamp this, it's right around 11 minutes and 15 seconds, so a little bit past it, maybe 11:10, 11:09, to see if um, Panther went off and got Margaret's dodge because she got a special went off. So it's just interesting, and, just something to play with and think about. Another thing I'll say about Margaret is nothing else, and people are crushing her and killing her. I think she's the highest tile damage green. Like, I mean, nothing else. You got the highest tile damage green, and if she happens to go off, that's just a bonus. So, like, it's kind of like Tarlac. Like Tarlac, people were like, "Yo, what does he do?" Like, I know when I first saw Tarlac, I was like, "Yo, what does he do?" Like, no, until Anchor, like, I guess explained it to us that Tarlac was good because he's like a improved Wukong because it's 100% to the tile damage. Nobody was like really. I don't think anybody was like Tarlac's just a beast. He is a beast, but I just don't think it was said. And then like with the tile damage from Margaret, that's tile damage when you stack greens on her in the triple chain. So now you've got your whole green team will have resistance to red. Um, if you have Greg and Evelyn, you've got a triple chain meta. And I think a lot of people aren't really focused on what that triple chain meta is doing. It's the slight improvement. It's almost like every chain is probably like an emblem. That's the way you probably can look at that. Every chain is almost like an emblem added to your emblem, like emblem talent to your um, to your hero because it's a small percentage. Like the attack is probably roughly around 3%. The defense is probably roughly around like 1 or 2% added. But if you get that 5% from Garyon, if you got the heal from uh, Evelyn, that's like a small heal. So like when they have the improved healing on the bottom tier, which is I think is like double the because like the heart or the clear heart, whatever it is, at the bottom. That's what you're looking at doing versus when that chain comes through, and then now you're adding the red shield, which is another set of chain going through. Um, it's kind of like Cutchin. Like Cutchin, when he goes off, he makes himself so much better because he can't be defensive down, and then he just improved his resistance to yellow. Like he's so he is so nice. I really wish I'd have leveled him up, um, and got him ready to go. But Margaret adds that same tactic to the greens. So like it's a lot of tech that you have that is being added that benefits more than just her. Like her special going off, sorry, I'm about to sneeze, is 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 beneficial to the team. She improves the team there. Her chain going off improves the green team. And then her tile damage added to whatever high tile damage you guys got. Like for instance, if you had Margaret and Tarlac on green, then you got the highest two tile damage hitters. So like, that alone, you when you get later in this game, you shouldn't be playing this game for the specials going on. You should be playing for the board. You should be a board management. That's really what I'm working on. This is my weakest part of the game. Is board management. If you're a board manager, that is more beneficial, than her special is. Her special is just the added bonus and the incentive to have her on your team. Um, but that's kind of my rant and kind of going on with, actually have done Cutchin first, but whatever. It won't really matter. Yeah, because he die. Boom. But that's my rant kind of going with Margaret. Back to Inari. Who would you rather have, Inari or Margaret? I'm gonna go ahead and say right off the rip, you want Inari before Margaret. Um, she has Mitsuko family buff, which is mana, so she's gonna be faster eventually. Um, two, she covers the whole team. Um, sorry we didn't get to see it that time. I just went ahead and went for the kill. Trying not to make this video too long, but and I'm ranting too. Um, two, the minion. I love minions. Like I ain't gonna front. Minions are just cool. Like minions are just cool. So that's another reason why I would say go with Inari. Minion. The mana is cool. Like I've seen Margaret's mana do all the way to like almost 3/4 on Gregarion. Or no, excuse me, that was Evelyn. Oh man, oh man, that's aggravating right there. Two energy I could have had. Should have talked more, but whatever. We'll just go ahead and handle this real quick. Let me see here. This is gonna be kind of a wasted ticket, but we'll see. We'll do that. I gotta do it for the video. Eh. Oh, close. And then we'll go here. We'll go resources. And we'll go here and do that. Yep. That way I don't waste any of my flask. But no, Inari is the better of the two, hands down. There's no question. Um, there's no question Inari is the better of the two. But you got to realize Margaret is based off Inari. So they're like, yo, how do we make Margaret? How do we make another character to counter Margaret? Well, I mean, how do we make another character to counter Inari? Margaret. Um, like, well, why aren't people like really flocking to Inari? Because like Inari is probably more of a late game hero than it is an early game hero. Like if I got Inari 5-star at the start of the game, I'd be like, yo, what's the point of having this chick? You know, I don't understand her tech. I don't understand, you know, how she works and how she's relevant to the game. I'm not even able to raid. Like, let's say you just started off the first week, you wanted to dump $100 into the game, whatever. You like they gave you the $100 deal. You're like, yeah, let's do it. You know, early and got it done. And you got Inari, only 5-star. You got Inari doesn't like bells and whistles. She doesn't do anything bright. You know, there's nothing this awesome going off about that because like you probably with Inari on that team with the 100 pulls in Atlantis, you had enough heroes that did so much more different stuff you forgot about her because she's kind of lackluster to non-vet playing heroes or non-vet playing players. So what I would say is Inari doesn't look like much off the rip. Now, to us people who've been playing for a while, as people who've got some bank in this game, who've been doing some things, who've been, having a good time and looking for a different style of defense or offense or whatever you want to call it, Inari looks great. She looks brand new. She looks fresh. She looks annoying. She looks like, haha, look what I did to you. She's that upsetting hero when you get her to go off. Like her special really comes in handy. It's really clutch. It saved me or close to saving me in a couple of wars. I haven't quite got her down right. I think I used it a little early instead of late. I need to wait like maybe a little bit longer to use Inari. But other than that, though, she's been fantastic for me. She is my third 5-star yellow hero, so she adds that to my pieces to the puzzle. Um, but like it also opens up another question with her because Inari was minion. I feel like that's the best they're gonna give us for dodge. Like the minion dodge is gonna be the best one. Because I mean, who doesn't love minions? Minions are awesome. Like look what they did to Buddy. Look what they did to Mother North. Look what they do to Santa. Look what they do to Delilah, Dothamin. You got a bunch of minion people. Now you have minions with dodge. So like, it's a chance to get a minion. I think that's just too super cool. But like with Margaret, what's the second best thing if you can't have a minion? I would say it's mana. Um, personally to me, like I think mana is awesome because mana gets you back to the using those specials, getting those specials off. It's that wow factor again. So now you got Margaret and someone dodges and their mana goes off and then they're ready to go. That's cool. I mean, you know, a minion is cool, but like if I'd say second place is me getting my mana up and getting ready to go off for the next time. It also opens a window of when they introduce these characters to the other elements. So like we have three more elements that are probably going to get a dodge probably in the next year, I would say. You know, you got blue dodge. I would imagine blue dodge is going to be something with defense. I believe blue dodge is going to be something like Inari. I imagine they'll do a blue dodge hero. It's everybody dodges for something like 56%, and you get defense increase. Red, I would say they'll probably do everybody does. I think the red one will probably be fast. So kind of like a Zimkaitha. Instead of the dispel, they add the dodge, and it would be increase of attack, and it would cover three or it'd cover five, all five heroes. If they did it to the purple, I'd imagine purple would be probably like a mana resist, or either like a blind resist or a poison resist, something like that. It'd be like resistant to something, but they have like a lot of opportunities they can go with that because minion buff, you've got a mana buff, you'd have an attack buff, you'd have a defense buff. The other buff would be now you could do a dodge and share damage. I think that would be off the chain. That one probably would go to the slow end. Now if purple did a dodge share damage, that would be sick. I would love that one. Do a slow, like basically like a Cutchin, like a hero of the month with a chain, a dodge and a share damage for purple would be sick. That would be absolute butter. Like that, and then make it like an orc, so it's like a base 56%. I think they did with the very fast has to give Margaret the range because it's gonna go off every 2 seconds. Like this is going off. Like that's happening every time, every single time. And if you know he gets his special right now, I'm not even in bad shape. Like boom, he's gonna hit everybody, but everybody's got to dodge up, and we're gonna get a minion, and we're gonna get some mana back. Something's gonna happen. Look, three of them dodged. He resisted, and I think she got her mana back because she didn't get a minion because she dodged, and I think somebody else just dodged. So somebody else timestamp this one at 22 minutes. Excuse me, 22 minutes. So just go back and check that out. But like, you know what I mean? Like it just opens up a window of that dodge game. Same thing we're doing with like the Panther. Like Panther is the 5-star purple shield down. She was the first of her kind. All of a sudden now we got Frida, we got Evelyn. Wonder where they got that from. Now it took them a while to come back from that, but you know, we have it. It's here. You know, so you know, it's available. You know, same thing's going to happen with Margaret. They just did Margaret kind of fast. I don't think she's lackluster. I don't think that she's not what she's supposed to be doing, or she's not, you know, missing a step because she's fast and it's not a base. But I think they're testing it. Like maybe they'll do two more Inari characters and then one more Margaret character. Um, I'd imagine if it was up to me, the way I'm looking at it, my when my brain works, the way I'm theory and thinking, um, I would imagine the blue would probably be the one like Margaret. So where you get a super high defense or something crazy like that, but it only hits three, but it's very fast. I would imagine for purple it would be a slow. If they did a share damage, I don't know that I doubt that they'd able to do that. I'm just talking out and just thinking out loud right now. That would be super awesome and crazy. Um, you know, I just think that would just be crazy if they did it. A share damage dodge would be OP. It'd basically be like, I don't know, man. That'd just be a Nari and a gear combined. Ah, be beautiful. Be absolutely beautiful. Um, I can see the red going fast, and then I could see the who would be next? It'd be red, purple. They would do a slow one, a fast one, and then they probably do another average one. So I can either see the red. Well, they can fast, slow, average. They could do a very slow one too. I would take a very slow share damage dodge. They cover, as long as it covered everybody, I wouldn't care. That would be my new tank for sure, because that would just be super powerful, super powerful. What am I doing here? I don't want that to go off. Let's see if this will kill him. Boom, there we go. Because I got this whole little purple diamond going right here, and I can just use it to eat a whole set of targets right here. Let's focus. We'll use the Cutchin Panther Hell combination. That's working out pretty good. Let's do that. Get him right back up. Get ready to go for the next one. Yeah, that's working out pretty good. Well, no, they didn't go off, but it's cool. Let's just go ahead and do that. Get some more purples on the board, hopefully. Nope, didn't happen. But guys, like you guys, it's endless opportunity come with this dodge. It's just another element add to the game. The reason I was super excited before about it, because I was trying to get ahead of it. That's another thing in this game. Due to the amount in the production of heroes, like I didn't really think a hero adding once a month was that big of a deal until I started getting them once a month. Guys, if you've been playing a year, that's 12 5 stars in a year. So I'm getting close to having to doing that. Like I came in at Grave. Actually, I came in at probably a Lassie, but didn't get her until like recently. So like we're approaching. The only one I've missed is Drake. Like I've got Aaron, which I'm probably like the end of Aaron, the whole month of Elassie and Gravemaker, and the only one I'm missing is Drake. So that's like pretty much 11 heroes because May 17th was actually my year date in this game. We looked it up. So I've got all 12 of those. So whatever that was. That's a lot of heroes. Um, I've only got right now 15, no, 16, excuse me, 16 and a half, or 15 and a half, 5 stars ready to go. And that's me really cranking out and pushing. And I know people do this better and have got more stuff stockpiled. So like you're talking about in a lot of heroes in a short amount of time. And then they got more heroes coming. So like what you got to do when you're getting to the point in your account where you're like close or near, you're like, dude, I've got so many heroes, I don't know what else to do with them. You got to figure out what meta you have and start bringing it together. Um, the meta I have that I know for a fact I have is I have Atlantis meta, I have so far very fast meta, I have shield down meta, and I have dodge meta right now. Um, Atlantis meta is actually 3 metas. You've got the Atlantis family, you've got let me see what the Sakura family, and you've got the Laguna family. That's 3 metas right there. The shield down meta, I have blue shield down meta, I have red shield down meta, I have yellow shield down meta, I have purple, and I have green shield down meta. That's 5 other metas right there. Very fast, Grave, Kage, Margaret, Jackal, Valeria. Like that's another meta. You guys have, it's just combos you're getting into stuff right now. So what you got to figure out is what you want to work with and what you want to perfect and what you're trying to get out of the game going forward. And like I think at this point, like pulling at this point is really null and void because of just the fact that you have so much stuff going on and you're never gonna be able to level it all. So like there's got to become a stopping point, and like that's what I think is happening with my account, and also this, I think with a lot of other people's account, it's not beneficial to pull, but it's more beneficial to level and get what you got going. I wanted Margaret in there because it's kind of the end of the newer meta for me. Ravnir is going to be the kind of the end of the new meta to me. I think they're adding. I think after Ravnir, I think we're getting a purple. Um, and I know kind of about her. I don't know her name or anything like that, but she would be a nice addition to my purples, even though I have a ton of purples. But she would actually benefit Kage in kind of what I'm doing just based off her tech. And she probably will come because the fact I think that's the same month Drake's going to come out. Gregarion will probably be on the next Atlantis, and I think Drake will be on the one after that. So we got 2 more months. So it's what, May, June? June is Grave. July would be Gregarion, and then June, July, August. August would be Drake if Atlantis follows the order of how they're releasing heroes now. Now they could back it up and then move it up back a month, but I believe the next purple hero of the month will probably be pretty good. To me, in my opinion, I think she's going to be pretty good. But it's just different stuff. So you try to get ahead of what you can get ahead, and that's just kind of what I'm trying to do. Let's see what we got here. I've been ranting this whole time and talking crazy, so I apologize if it's been kind of like a boring, not really focusing on the fights or whatever not. But I'm just trying to. It totally defeated the purpose of having Margaret and in Inari up right now because I just silenced both of these guys, so they're never gonna go off. That's awesome, and they're probably gonna die before I get there because I've got the shield down. Like, so I have a great meta with these three destroying them, but these two won't even get. You only even get to see the tech on the final fight. Totally defeats the whole purpose of why I brought these guys in this video. This is a terrible. This is a terrible setup for that. That's too funny. All right, so now getting their mana. Let's try to use some. Hold on, how many turns do I got left of each? I've got one turn left with Margaret, and I've got let's do that and see if I can't get Margaret ready to go. Let's do that. Let's see. All right, so yeah, that was great. So let's get rid of that. Let's do this, and then you know what? Let's just showcase it off. I think that they're gonna actually. I think they're actually gonna go off before. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. So we got the dodge going. We got the dodge going. She got hit just recently. Only person who got hit was Hell, and I got 3 minions up. She got hit too, but she got hit after. So I think she got the mana up. Yeah, Panther got the mana up on that one. So that's interesting. We're clearly going to get somebody's going to die doing it like this, but it's whatever. We're gonna go ahead and try. See if we can't get. Ooh, Panther died. We got the dodge, and I think she dodged, but she got her own buff because she just went back up for mana. So it's like you see, like when it goes off, it's like it's pretty cool. Like it works. Like she got super mana'd up, and like she's ready to go again. So like like for instance, and I got her next to Inari, which is another reason why I put her there because then like I have my dodge ready to go. Like for instance, let's say Inari dodges with Margaret's buff. Cool. Then she gets buffed up, gets mana, and now her special's going off. Then Inari buffs everybody for dodge, and then everybody's able to miss. Like I think these two together is kind of the reason. That's another thing. Like you put them together, and they do more for each other. They're both dodging. So then like Inari does a team, she keeps Inari alive. Inari does a team, she keeps Inari alive. And so it's like kind of a chain reaction. And that's one thing that like I think a lot of people are like missing about these two together. Like they're really unique, but they're really cool because you'll see, and that time it didn't work at all. Nobody dodged, and I didn't have Margaret's up. I only had Inari's up. So like there's 56% chance. So apparently, that wasn't enough. Trying to wrap this up, go ahead and get this done because I didn't want to make this video too long, but yeah, that's a wrap. Dead if I am that one. Yep. But guys, that's Farholme Pass. That's kind of my rant and rave for 30 minutes about Inari and Margaret. Hopefully you got to see both abilities go off, see what I meant by stacking, see what I meant by them setting up, see why I pair them together, see why I think they're a good combination, see why I think you should have Margaret. And if you have Inari already, you definitely should pull for Margaret. If you don't have Inari, you should definitely get Margaret. Because like it could just benefit you, and definitely like on your raids, she's really clutch on raids. I've had her miss 4 times in one raid. It's awesome. It's awesome. And then like I believe she's a true flank. Margaret I believe is a true flank. But if you have a lot of green offense, like for instance myself, she's an awesome tank. She's I think she has better stats than Gregarion, and she has a little bit better. I know she has better stats than Evelyn as far as like just health and defense. The attack was a success. We've scattered the vile forces far and wide, and it'll take a good while for the enemies to regroup. Guys, that's all I got. As you can see, oops, I was wrong. We got the tome, so now that puts me at 5 tomes, 9 blades. Sweet. So, Onzog and Zamkaitha, Ariel, Ravnir. So that'll be 4 right there. And then depending on what happens here, definitely I'm hoping for Kutchin. So, till next time, guys, Killa out. Peace. Hopefully you guys enjoy the information. Thanks for all the support, and catch that dad and myself on the Stronghold on Sundays. We have got the audio fixed. Talk to you later. Bye.